All right, we're going to be doing a basic attacking guide for Oregon, server guide. If you don't know who I am KingGeorge. I am a ex-pro Rainbow Six player, Rainbow Six Siege 6 Invitational World Champion, and now a content creator, so Twitch streamer, YouTuber. And yeah, let's just get right into it. So first things first, the most popular site to attack generally is dorms, which is up top over here. So the first thing you want to do when you're spawning is, there's 3 spawns. There's one here at street, there's a junkyard and construction. I generally will spawn street here. Big spawn peaks to watch out for as you're like actually exiting the spawn up here, store over here, and people running out of the front door or potentially punch holes here. And to never go out this side because there is like a near instant spawn peak right here on this window. So there are 3 cameras that are outside that I highly recommend you shoot. There's one right there, one at construction, and one all the way in the junkyard. So there's those 3, then shooting down the front door, pressure, and popping the camera. So now that we have like the basic getting out of spawn and all that, let's go over operators that you should take. So generally speaking, if you're playing ranked or unranked, Thatcher is going to be banned, but it's not banned. Definitely take a Thatcher. Also, you'll need a hard breacher of some kind. For this site particularly, I'd recommend Thermite or Ace, but if you really need to, Habana or Maverick will also do. You can also take a Maverick, for which something I'll show you in a sec, for Addict takes. You can also take a Twitch if Thatcher is banned. And having lots of grenades is always really good here. So Sledge, things to destroy shields. So, Sledge, Finka, Iana for nades. Ash, Sophia is always great. You can also take Flores, amazing on this map. So definitely take Flores. I think he's useful on like every site here, honestly. And also just some like other optional operators if you're chasing roamers down. Jackal can be good. Capitao for getting plants down, burning off shields, and Callie if is another option if Thatcher is banned as well. So once you finally shot the store down, you've gotten some control here. You'll want to drone out this whole area. Place a drone on flank. I already have one here. Just kind of tuck it somewhere in this lobby. It doesn't really matter where, as long as I can see this main stair flank on Armory. Drone this whole area. Make sure this is all clear. Make sure the garage is clear, so this way you're not getting C4'd. Check down the stairs. It's just a quick little, run through of what you should be droning. Drone this whole Armory area out, up into here. And you should have teammates on this balcony over here as you're doing this. Droning out trophy, master bedroom, etc. So once all that's droned out, you'll Thatcher the wall. If you have a Thatcher, or get the batteries off of the Twitch, or alternatively, if you have an Ash or something like that, there should be bandit charges here. So you can either use a grenade, use an Ash charge, use a Via charge, something like that. You can also hop up this white van and hop right over. After that's open, obviously this wall will generally be reinforced. You can take a thermite charge, drop it on the wall, open it up, and this is the site. You can actually plant right here. So generally this wall will also be reinforced, so you can use this area to kind of like hold angles on the enemy. So this is why I was saying you could actually take Capitao as well too. Generally this will be open. Sometimes these won't reinforce it, but generally it will be. But you can use Capitao to burn off this angle, smoke, and then you can just run in and plant over here and have teammates cover you. So yeah, that's just like one option. Additionally, you could have everybody running into site as well. People rushing into site while you're planting. I'd say have them hold your angles, one at trophy door, one at the breach, and you plant maybe deeper over here while teammates are watching. Right. So now, additionally, while that's happening, to pressure the enemy team as well, you could have just like one person here, one person watching you in breach, and then you going for plant as someone's pushing up the white stairs. Over here just for pressure, so someone's not sitting over here. You don't even really need to do much with this, just kind of sit over here. You could have somebody pressuring at the big windows, and then like people less likely to start peeking you from like these wider angles over here. Just putting pressure on these people is important. Now, another option that you can do too while this is all happening is why I was saying taking the Maverick. This will generally also be reinforced. But can take tower control, so drone all of tower out, and then Maverick a little hole in here and just kind of crouch walk in. Or you can open up the whole wall if you do want to. You can have somebody rappel in the window here, etc. But generally, I would say, especially if you're like lower rank, whatever you're going to end up doing, I would say try to go together as much as possible, so you could trade out kills, you could drone each other in. So honestly, in ranked, attacking is considered to be like super hard, especially for like newer players and stuff like that. But as long as you just go with your team, everyone's sticking together, and you're droning out the area and trading kills, like that's the most important thing in this game. It really is. So just having a basic idea of where you're going, siding with your team, you're going to go there, and you're going to drone each other in and use your utility to clear the shields, clear the utility, and try to work and get a plant down. So, okay, let's move down to the basement. All right, so now we are going to be attacking the basement downstairs. So, recommend spawning toward construction site for this take, but we are going to do a blue take. So, generally speaking, when doing a blue take, this wall will have an opening right here. Well, this side's reinforced. This side will have ADSs, minus all over the place, mute jammers potentially, even, and a deployable shield here with a smoke, with a rotate hole right here. So let's just make these, why not? So generally there's a rotate hole here, and one over here. So when you're pushing, obviously it's difficult. You'll have people swinging you from this door, over here, and over here. So your goal is going to be to obviously take this area. So if you have an ace, which you should definitely take down here. So for operators to take down here, obviously Thatcher is always, once again, great. He's banned a lot, but if he's available, definitely take him. For this site, Thermite, much less important. I definitely recommend taking Ace or Habana over Thermite in this situation. Definitely take a Maverick here. We'll go over that in a second. And also, this is really important to have lots of like burns. So Flores is really good here because you need to get rid of these deployable shields. People play really, really, really heavy with deployable shields here. So on elbow, on blue door, on pillar, there should be shields and stuff all over the place. Potentially a mirror here. So having a Habana and an Ace here is really important. Ways to get rid of those batteries. If these walls are batteried, most good teams will do that kind of thing. So having a Twitch would be really nice. Having lots of grenades. Ash. Finka, Ayana, Sophia and Ash are good as well. You could also take a Capitao here, Callie to get rid of the stuff on the walls. Obviously all really important, and Jackal, once again, if he's available, is always nice to track roamers because we're going to have to go above, generally speaking. Now you could force it downstairs where you just go for a hard blue take, where you open this wall right here. And then you go back here, you blow the shield up with like a Flores drone. Probably at lower ranks, so you should be able to kind of get away with doing this, where you just do a hard blue take with 5 people. But ideally, in like an ideal situation, you would also have like maybe 3 people pushing blue, 2 people with grenades and Flores and that type of thing, and maybe like an Ace, and maybe 1 or 2 people going upstairs. People do go over here, they would drone out all of tower, everything like that. The stairs over here, everything through here, and then you would have Maverick this hatch up, because generally speaking this hatch will be closed and gated, or if you're lucky enough and you could get it with a Habana, cool, that's great. It generally doesn't happen, but hey, great if you can make it work. So yeah, you would want to go over here, so if there's a Mira, you could pop the Mira. You could put pressure over here, so that you can slow down all these people peeking the doors and stuff and get them to retreat back into the site while your teammates are pushing blue, clearing elbow, and getting control over there. So you could, lay and execute and try to get a plant down, maybe over here by the door or something like that. You always got to be careful of the freezer and all that. But if you have control fully over here, you should be able to get some nice angles, and your teammates are doing their job and you're doing your job right, it should work out. Now, alternatively, you could just attack completely the opposite way. You could do like a freezer front take, which you would go through the front door. You would obviously open this hatch, have people go down the staircase, and then you would have your teammates go freezer, open this hatch, and go down the staircase, right? So there should be holes all along this wall, which people are going to be like looking down and staring at you over here. So obviously, if you could actually even ace this wall open, that's great. So that's why I always recommend taking like Ace and Habana here. They're just really important for getting that range breach without the risk. I would generally say ace is probably better just to take in general if you don't know where they are. If you do know where they are, if you do know they're going upstairs, definitely take thermite. Having that wall fully open is really nice. But you'll generally come in here and then try to force a plant down in one of these different areas. If mirror's up, I'd always recommend you kind of avoid the mirrors. So if there's a mirror on the freezer and there's a mirror, facing blue, maybe avoid blue unless you can go upstairs and pop the mirror quick, Or if they have a mirror facing over here and over here, then go for blue, right? So your goal is to kind of like avoid the mirrors over here. That is the primary goal. Or if they're there to disable them and get rid of them. So, let's now head upstairs. All right. Now we are going to do a meeting kitchen take. So, generally the best way to go about this, in my opinion, is to start over in construction and do a big tower take. As for operators, once again, if Thatcher's available, definitely take Thatcher. If you know they're going to be in either here or the kitchen site, like you've lost basement. Anytime you've lost basement and you know you won't be reattacking basement, take thermite over the other operators, because just having the walls be nice and open is always great. It'll help your team win a lot more times. And if not, then take ace is always a good option as well if you really want to take that better gun. Maverick is a good choice on this map, pretty much on his site. He has nades and a good gun, and obviously the torch is always nice as well. If Thatcher's available, once again, take Thatcher. Twitch, if Thatcher's banned, or Cali, you need something to remove batteries or potentially a Flores. Flores is a good choice pretty much anyways on this map, almost anywhere. And then having a Jackal on this site is great. Capitao, obviously running more nades and soft destructions, so Sledge. Ash, so Finka, Ayana, all good operators to choose from. So, the first thing you'll do, you'll run a spawn. One of the safer spawns, obviously, shoot the outdoor cameras. Obviously, shoot the outdoor cameras. You'll break into the tower. Obviously, you generally want to shoot this door down and have somebody holding this angle so they're not pushing into tower on you. You'll have your other teammates breaking into this side of tower while you have other people droning out from, generally you'll want to like repel, and then you'll start repelling and you'll open these windows up. So you'll take from the top of the tower, you'll have people in the top of the tower holding, you'll have people on the doors, and you'll be able to collapse down, and then the only place to be able to come up from is the basement, which you'll hold, and you'll have somebody holding the hallway. Then at that point, you can work to disable the batteries on the wall, whatever. Something that a lot of people don't know is there's actually a drone hole right here. So if you have Twitch, you could actually just drive your drone through this drone hole. I'll show you where it is outside. It's right here. So yeah, you just take your drone, drive it through this drone hole. It's a Twitch drone, zap zap, open wall. Sneaky beaky. So that, yeah. Also, once you have control above over here, I gotta find a piece of floor that this will actually work on. You'll be able to shoot the batteries or Cade claws or whatever else from beneath. And then you could walk down the staircase and, well, this is already open, but you get the idea. Because the wall's down, but not this wall as well. So now, congratulations, you have meeting control. And if you take a hard-reaching gadget or a MAV or something like that, you could actually open up this hatch as well. So you do have to be obviously careful about people pushing over here. Maybe have somebody actually watching this flank. Generally speaking, people will not open rotate holes over here, but if you are a defender, note to self, open rotate holes over here. Obviously seeing how much harder this makes it for the enemy team. But then, you'll have hatch control. You'll have a person over here. You can look down this hatch, which gives you tons of angles. Now you have this corner that you can clear out. You can clear in your stage, everywhere over here. All of these angles are now available to you. You can see all the way through the top, all the way through the bottom, and it should be a nice, easy, plant anywhere over here. Whatever, wherever you decide to plant doesn't really matter. But you should have pretty open angles on just about everything. I prefer big tower takes. I think it's the better way to go. People at lower ranks will go a lot of times from small tower, which I don't really agree with, but they'll try to take the kitchen site. But if you do end up doing this, so you have your options available to you, you can always go through the tower, obviously clear all this out, clear showers all the way through, clear all this all the way through. Make sure all this is clear, droning and clearing with teammates. Open wall. Hopefully the hatch is not open above you. If the hatch is open above you, never go over here. Always just go for the other tower, but then and they can, you know, probably get off a plant over here. Could be kind of useful if they reinforce this wall, reinforce all these walls, reinforce the hatch, and they're playing like heavy toward the side or something like that. It could be worth going this way. And there is a third option as well, which is that you could take the garage, which is over here. So here's the go through front door. Kind of drone out this whole little area, get a little bit of control through. And this is actually the meeting wall right here. So you would just, you know, thermite this wall open. Potentially if you want to do this one. This one's a lot riskier, but you could try. And you could actually, you know, if you get some control over here, which, you know, decently easy to do so. Potentially if you have both of these walls open, you can maybe sneak a plant off over here and somewhere over here. So, yeah. That should cover the little basic attack guide for dining room and kitchen. So let's move to, meeting kitchen. Let's move to dining room kitchen. So now we are going to show how to attack kitchen and dining. By far the most common take is to take the small tower. The first thing you'll do, have people getting on these windows and the store over here, droning at the top of the tower, and getting control. So, operators for the site. Obviously, if Thatcher's actually up, take a Thatcher. It's always great. You don't necessarily need him here as much, but Thatcher, thermite is essential here. Take thermite. If you know the site is going to be here, take thermite. Best operator you can take here. I'm about to show you why. Ace is also acceptable here, or Habana, you know, Maverick if you really need to. Twitch is great for utility removal, but more so than Twitch, Flores, because you could blow up. People run a lot of bulletproof utility here. Shields, Goyo shields, bulletproof cams, Maestro cams, etc. So being able to blow those up is really important. So having, you know, Sledge, Ash, Sophia, Finca, Ayana, Flores, those types of operators, especially Flores, is really good here. You could also bring, if you're going to be hunting any roamers, for the other side of the map, which I'll show you in a second. Jackal's really good, and doing a takeover here is really good to bring Capitao too, potentially if you could afford it within your lineup. So, after you get control of all of this stuff, you can actually go up here with the thermite charge, place it on the ground, pop it, and check that out, the whole wall opened. So, when you put a thermite charge right here, it actually opens up this entire wall, even if it's reinforced, and you can actually see in here. You don't have to bypass the bandit batteries or cade claws, you just put a thermite charge in, bam, that's it. Whole thing's open. Pretty sweet, huh? So, now that you have that open, this wall on the left here will generally be reinforced. Will be reinforced. So you'll clear out this whole area as well. There'll generally be enemies playing over here. Get full control of showers, where there generally will be rotates and stuff on these spots over here. So when that happens, you know, you'll take full control of this area, and you'll just hold a nice passive angle, like right here, just to stop people from pushing the showers hall, stop people from swinging your teammates. Now, you can have the rest of your teammates play on the staircase over here and cover you. So you can throw some smoke grenades, Capitao bolts, whatever it is, while the shower hall is being held in kitchen door, and you can plant behind the bomb. I mean, you could have Montaigne go somewhere. You can plant behind these tables. You can plant over behind these tables. However you really want to do it. It doesn't, you know, really matter if this is reinforced. You could, you know, plant in the corner over here. They can't really see you very easily from the door. A lot of different spots to choose from. So, additionally, while this is happening, as an option, this is if, you know, you're a little bit more advanced, I guess, you could actually take upstairs and start opening some of these angles above. Sometimes you can play up here and stuff like that, but you can, you know, open this hatch, you could, you know, open the floor over here and shoot down at the people playing in this area. This whole floor can be opened up and exposes different areas of the kitchen. So, pretty cool, as you can see. Now, additionally, there's another take that you could do, which is the main lobby take. You go into the main lobby, take control of classroom, just, you know, slightly up here, really quick. Garage, stairs, all that. And you can actually open the spot right here. Take the roll here, and you can actually open the wall over here and plant right behind this box. You can also do the same thing by taking tower. Over here. small tower, full small tower control. Hold this angle over here. Have somebody hold the staircase while you're doing this. And eventually move up. Thermite this wall open and plant over here. Obviously, trying to have some people probably above to get people off all these close angles. So, obviously, these two takes are much harder. It's not that like you shouldn't ever use them. I do use them occasionally, but generally speaking, it's much easier just to go through small tower. Together as a team, there's less control to take, much easier to do, and you're pretty much guaranteed to get the wall open if you do have a thermite, which is nice. But if you're running into any like type of complications, like they have some crazy setup over here, way too much utility, you could always do a tower take would be my second recommendation, and then a main lobby take as a third. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Leave a comment if it helped you. And we also should have a playlist with, and should be in the description for the Defender side of this map, as well as a playlist with all of the maps in Rainbow Six Siege. I'm going to be working on redoing them all. I've did them in the past, but we're going to be redoing them all. So yeah, and then just check the description for my socials or sponsors and how to get my Ingame Rainbow Six charm, which is free with Amazon Prime. And yeah, that's about it. Other than that, just thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.